Welcome back, everybody, to the Real Frame Reviews. I'm Scott, and today we're reviewing Isle of Dogs, directed by Wes Anderson. For those of you who don't know, Wes Anderson is sort of that quirky, symmetrical style director, and usually people will either love his stuff or just not really that into it. This movie is about future Japan, Megasaki, where a mayor has sent ill dogs to a trash island, and his young, I guess, distant nephew is going to the island to try to find his dog Spots. And from there, we get a whole adventure through Trash Island to try to find this dog. On top of that, we also have a side plot going on where a young girl is trying to expose Mayor Kobayashi, the evil villain in this movie, and expose him for all of his wrongdoings in an upcoming election. For those of you who don't know Wes Anderson is very particular and almost can really be sort of looked at as that auteur director. I mean, he's got a specific style, and you would know a Wes Anderson movie if you ever walked into one. Almost in the same vein of like Tim Burton is with, dark gothic themes. Wes Anderson is with quirky dialogue and kind of monotone characters. I actually find his movies really great and funny. I like most of them. There are a couple of them that I don't think are as great as some of the other ones, but I've never been disappointed watching his movies. And Isle of Dogs kind of is on that same level where I enjoyed the movie, but it wasn't up in that top tier of Wes Anderson films for me. It took a little while for this movie to come out around here, and I was really excited. I heard a lot of good things, but then there was also some negative things that were coming down around this movie. Maybe some cultural appropriation, and maybe not being as I guess maybe not being very kind to the way that they display some of the cultural, Japanese culture in this film. And unfortunately, I heard that before I went in there and watched it. And this had nothing to do with the reason why I didn't really attach to this movie so much. I actually really enjoyed the music by Alexander Desplat, who did a really great job in another film. What was that movie? Shape of Water. And I think he might have won for that. I'm not sure. But that music is taken from Japanese culture, and I think what is really going on is Wes Anderson is showing and sort of kind of paying homage to this culture that he actually liked quite a bit, that samurai culture. And there are times where most of the movie, I just don't feel like I'm feeling that same, kind of quirkiness or, fun that I've felt earlier in some of other Wes Anderson movies. And it's not to say that the actors or the voice actors aren't good, because they're very good. You got Edward Norton, Bryan Cranston, Jeff Goldblum, Bob Balaban, a bunch of other people, obviously people that are usually in his movies, and they do a great job. As for the central character, Atari, and his dog, Spots, I wasn't really able to connect that well to what was going on, because I feel like it's because we only heard English from the dog's perspective, and all of the other Japanese characters we were not able to hear English from them. It was only from interpreters or computers or different things like that, and that really took me out of the movie. And it really sucks, because it's gorgeous. It's the way that he does stop motion is absolutely excellent, and the time that goes into doing this kind of animation, there's just no way around it, and he does a really great job. And like I said, if you like that sort of special style of directing that Wes Anderson brings and the pictures that he brings to his movies, then you'll probably enjoy most of this. But as for the story, it just feel like there was a disconnect between myself and and the film. But it's kind of teetering on that edge of like I really wanted to like it more. I really did, and I just felt like it's not that writing. It's not the writing that I didn't like. It's just that I wasn't able to really get really into the story because you're following around a character that you don't understand, and you never really understand unless someone else tells you what he's thinking, and that kind of hurt the film for me. I'm gonna give this movie Isle of Dogs a 2.5 out of 4 stars. Look, it's a good, solid movie. Go and see it. I would tell you to go and see it, especially if you're a Wes Anderson fan. It's a little slow in the beginning. It sort of picks up then after. But look, there's some characters in there that you'll enjoy. I think there's some deeper themes and deeper meanings than just dog is man's best friend, like that kind of stuff. But for sure, I think that you should go and check this one out if you're interested. If you're not interested, don't worry. You don't have to go and see this. 2.5 out of 4. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank ya.